Okay, so the first part of A2 differentiation is looking at the chain rule. Okay, so when you have a function here to differentiate, first of all, let y equals it. Okay, and then we can then do straight away dy by dx. Okay, so what we need to remember now with the chain rule is we differentiate the sort of outside function first. So you differentiate the bracket, and that's easy because differentiating the bracket, you've got a power 6 here, so bring it down. Okay. Bring the 6 down, and then of course you reduce that power by 1, so that becomes 5. Okay, but then with the chain rule, then you've got to times it by the derivative in there, so you've got to differentiate that. Well, 7 becomes 0, and 5x squared becomes 10x. Okay, so you end up with that. There's your answer there. So we should simplify it by multiplying the 6 and the 10, so 60. Put the x at the front as well, and we've got our answer there. Okay. So with the second one, we've got y equals the square root of 5x to the power 4 plus 2. Okay, well of course, when we're differentiating, we need to first of all understand this in terms of a power. Okay, and of course, square root is power half. So let's rewrite that as brackets to the power half. And then when you do dy by dx, okay, well quite simply then, you've got this bracket to a power. Bring the power down, so bring the half down, okay, bracket. So you're differentiating the bracket you are, bringing the power down. And then of course you're going to take away 1 from this. So if you take away 1 from a half, you get minus half. And then you've got to times it then by the derivative in there, okay. When you differentiate in there, you get, we'll bring the 4 down, so 4 times 5 is 20, 20x, and then reduce that by 1. So 20x cubed, that becomes 0. So 20x cubed. Okay, now what's nice about this is you've got a half in front times 20. Half times 20 is 10, so this will be 10x cubed. Okay, brackets power minus half. Because the power is minus, you could then take it down, couldn't you? You could write this as 10x cubed all over 5x to the 4 plus 2 to the power half then, right? Positive half when you take it down. And of course then, you recognise this as, quite simply, on the bottom, just a square root. So there is your simplified, fully simplified final answer. Okay. In C then, we've got y equals 5x squared plus 2x all to the power 8. Okay. Well, when you differentiate this, of course, dy dx, well, you bring the power down first, 8. So you differentiate in the bracket, so the power then becomes 7. And then you've got to times it by the derivative in there. So if you differentiate this, well, that becomes 10x. That becomes 2, so you get 2 terms, 10x plus 2. Okay, so we could times it by 2 terms then. So you need to put that in a bracket, right? And then we have that bracket in front. Okay, and put the bracket with a power at the end. Okay, and we're done. And one little thing you could do, you know, you might notice here, we've got a common factor of 2. Okay, so you could take out 2 from here. Okay, you could factorize the common factor of 2. And if you take the 2 outside, you times it by the 8 and you get 16. So in here then you've got 5x plus 1. Okay, fully factorized. Okay, and then the last one, right, at D, we've got y equals 2 square root 5x cubed plus 3x. Okay, well remember, in order to do anything with this, you have to write it as a bracket with a power half there. Okay, and then we can go about differentiating this. So we'll do dy by dx, bring the power down, take away 1 from that power, so you get negative half, times then, well, differentiate in here, so you get 15x squared plus 3 when you differentiate in there. Okay, so we could then, well, let's see how we could tidy this up. This will go on top, 15x squared plus 3. Now remember, because it's a minus half, we can take that bracket down underneath, so it'll be positive half. But remember then, Positive half is just square root. So you get that. And then 1 half in front, well the 1 goes on top, so you don't need to write that, and 2 goes on the bottom. So there's your fully simplified answer for question 1.